haven't talked like this before. We looked at each other in the same way then, but I can't remember where or when. The clothes you're wearing are the clothes that you wore. The smile you were smiling then. Can't remember where or when. Some things that happen for the first time seem to be happening again. And so it seems that we have met before, and we laughed before, and we loved before, but who knows where or when. Al! Al Duncan in the house! Woo! Some things that happen for the first time seem to be happening again. And so it seems that we have met before, and then we laughed before, so loved before, but who knows where or when. Thank you so very much. I'm filled with nostalgia looking around, and I'm going to continue with one of my favorite oldies, which was made famous in the film Casablanca, and is queued up by the line, I need someone to be Ingrid Bergman saying, "Play it, Sam." And it's "Play it, Sam," not "Play it again, Sam." You know that, right? Who's going to say it?
Play it, Sam.
Play it, Sam. I love it.
Oh, you sound good. Oh, she's very good at this. Okay.
You must remember this. A kiss is still a kiss. Sigh is just a sigh. The fundamental things apply as time goes by. And when true lovers woo, they still say, "I love you." On that you can rely. No matter what the future brings, as time goes by. Moonlight and love songs, never out of date. Hearts filled with passion, jealousy and hate. Woman loves man, and man must have his mate. That no one can deny. It's still the same old story. Fight for love and glory. A case of do or die. The world will always welcome lovers as time goes by. Moonlight and love songs, never out of date. Hearts hearts filled with passion, jealousy and hate. Woman needs man, and man must have his mate that no one can deny. It's still the same old story. Fight for love and glory. A case of do or die. The world will always welcome lovers as time goes by. I need a sip of my water. I was singing on the Brooklyn Heights Promenade yesterday. Loud. Helicopters.
Oh, gosh.
Was New York City always that loud?
Yes.
It's great to be back at the Lower Circle with its own personal charm and kind of magical acoustic, right? Amazing. I'm going to continue with a little Cole Porter. I've got you under my skin. I've got you deep in the heart of me. So deep in my heart that you're really a part of me. I've got you under my skin. I tried so not to give in. I said to myself, this affair, it never will go so well. But why should I try to resist when, darling, I know so well that I've got you under my skin. I'd sacrifice anything, come what might, for the sake. Yeah, I know, but it stopped. Only at the Lower Circle. Give me a second, people. I think if I go off Wi-Fi, it's better. Let's see. I have a sort of a bad relationship with this song, which I'll tell you about after. If I get through it, I'll tell you about it. I'd sacrifice anything, come what might, for the sake of having you near, in spite of the warning voice that comes in the night and repeats in my ear. Don't you know, little fool, you never can win. Use your mentality, wake up to reality. And each time I do, just the thought of you makes me stop before I begin. 'Cause I've got you under my skin. There's a long dance break. I'll tell you the story. I learned this song to sing at a gala with a big band. I learned it in like 2 days. And I was determined to just nail it, sing it just like Frank Sinatra. And I got up there when I got to the bridge. I just couldn't remember the words at all. And I'm like, I sacrifice attitude, time of vibe for the sake of having you time. Like, I knew what it sounded like, but I couldn't remember the actual words. But everyone dances. I think second time around I'll get it. Even worse. I thought no one noticed. They thought I was scatting. I would sacrifice anything, come what might, for the sake of having you near, in spite of the warning signs that come in the night and repeat how they shout in my ear. Don't you know, little fool, you never can win. Why not use your mentality? Step up, wake up to reality. And each time I do, just the thought of you makes me stop just before I begin. 'Cause I've got you. Yes, I got you. I've got you under my skin. So I end the song thinking, oh, it went great. No one's going to say anything. My friends coming through, they're like, I was never letting me forget it. I can sit down. I think I have a little Cole Porter PTSD. Latecomers will be admitted. Well, when I started doing this, there were no other shows to go to. And now there are other shows to go to, and I hope you've been going to them. I hope you've been going to the theater, the concerts. I've been singing. I've been busy. And last fall, I went to a concert at Carnegie Hall, and I was sitting there thinking, I'll probably never sing here. Womp, womp. And then I got an offer to sing at Carnegie Hall. And then I got another, and you know what? I got another one in like 2 weeks. Saturday the 27th, Memorial Day weekend. I think the hall happens to be available because most people will be somewhere else. But I'm doing some bass solos in Vivaldi Magnificat. It's a choral concert. I got a couple solos. They're not massive, but it's at Carnegie. All right, thank you. And I went with Ellen and Al to celebrate Ellen's birthday. We heard John Pizzarelli at Birdland, and I hope one day you all will have to pay a lot of money to come see me sing there. And if you do come, I really recommend the short rib and the mac and cheese. Ellen, anyway, Pizzarelli opened with this song, and Ellen's like, you should do it. And I'm like, I'm going to. It's this. Wait, hold on, I need the words. Words. Okay. Be wise, be smart, behave, my heart. Don't upset your card when she's so close. Be soft, be sweet, but be discreet. Don't go off your feet when she's so close for comfort. Too close for comfort, no, not again. Too close to know just when to say when. Be firm, be fair, be sure, beware. On your guard, take care when there's such temptation. One thing leads to another. Too late to run for cover. She's much too close for comfort now. Be wise, be smart, behave, my heart. Don't upset your card when she's so close. Be soft, be sweet, but be discreet. Don't get off your feet. She's too close for comfort. Too close for comfort, please, not again. Too close to know just when to say when. Be firm, be fair, be absolutely sure, beware. On your guard, take care when there's such temptation. One thing leads to another. Too late to run for mother. She's much too close for comfort now. She's much too close to go. She's much too close for comfort now. you. That's what I was thinking when the seat was right there. I'm like, you're much too close for comfort. Very close.
Well, he wanted the expensive seats, so.
Oh my gosh. All right. What's next? I think I'm doing some Schubert Lieder just to mix it up. I love the Lieder of Franz Schubert, who wrote about 600 songs, and I've probably sung about 6 of them for you 600 times. No, I love Schubert songs, and doing these concerts has actually given me a lot of joy, bringing out some of the song repertoire that it's really what made me want to be a singer in the first place. So this is a song that is about springtime and the changes that come about with it. And you know, sometimes there's a little heartache with spring. I mean, change is difficult, right? I'm not great with change, but you gotta go with it. This song, the translation is, the balmy breezes are awakened, they stir and whisper day and night. Fresh scents, new sounds. Now, poor heart, do not be afraid. Now all must change. The world grows fairer every day, and we cannot know what is still to come. The flowering knows no end. The deepest, most distant valley is in flower. Now, poor heart, forget your torment. Now all must change.
sei nicht bang, nun muss sich alles wenden, muss sich alles wenden. Die Welt wird schöner mit jedem Tag, man weiß nicht, was noch werden mag. Das Blühen will nicht enden, es will nicht enden. Es blüht das fernste, tiefste Tal. Es blüht das tiefste Tal. Nun, armes Herz, vergiss der Qual. Nun muss sich alles wenden. Nun muss sich alles wenden.
Beautiful.
That's a beautiful lower circle moment. I'll tell you what, that My mom moved here, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, but she had flowers transplanted from the house where we grew up, which had already been transplanted from the first house we were in. So if you have the opportunity to kind of go behind us and you find yourself in the garden there, I think the irises are they up?
Not yet.
They're coming. But I just want to say they are the same irises when I was just a little child discovering what an iris was, and think about how magical that is and mysterious, and they're the very ones there. And it's one of the things she loved most is like, oh, so I have her phone. We're recording the concert on her phone. So I can, then she can see it, right?
Yeah.
But if you go through her photos, there's pictures of flowers and videos of me singing. That's it. No, there's other things too. So please go back and observe the beautiful daffodils, flowers, a lot of things. We used to get on Easter Sunday, we would get potted hyacinths. We'd get, Easter isn't like Christmas, but we'd get some stuff and we would plant these in the backyard. So anyway, some of the things you see around, been with us a long time. I'm going to pay tribute to 2 shows that I fell in love with when I was a little boy. One of them is the opera La Bohème. And I went to Westchester Conservatory, and some people from the conservatory kind of put together this group called the Westchester Performing Arts Society. It was a society. And I think I was in a couple operas, children's chorus at White Plains High School. I'll just never forget being in this show where I had one little solo line. I was the little boy who says, "Want a trumpet and a horse." The kids are all clamoring around the toy cart. And the director, who was a tough lady named Carol Castendike, and she was a tough director, and she was always like, "Kids, over here! Where's the shopkeeper? Whores! Whores, stage left!" Because it was Paris. There was a group of whores, right? I think my sister was like a milliner. Anyway, I had this one line, "Want a trumpet and a horse," and I had to be encouraged, like, make sure you say because otherwise it's "Want a trumpet and a horse." All right. So anyway, I had a little flair for the dramatic, and she dressed me as a little urchin boy, and I had a crutch, and all the other kids were rich kids. So I was thinking, "Want a trumpet and a horse." I said, "Would you like me to fall down?" And the guy in the chorus next to my dad says, next he's going to ask her if she wants him to die. Spoiler, someone dies at the end of La Bohème. Peter loves La Bohème, and in fact it was the last opera we took my mom to see, and it's playing right now with one of the best casts I think you'll ever find right now. And anyway, I get a lot of requests when I do these concerts, and this is Peter's favorite aria. It's written for a tenor. I've sung like 5 roles in the opera, but not the tenor role, so I just sing it down a little. So the high C is sort of a F sharp. You want to check that video, see if it's moving? Just had it. Just check.
Okay.
See if we're still live.
Sorry,
so I like to sing. I'm going to sing this aria. Who's anybody not familiar with La Bohème? It's the first scene where the lovers meet. Mimi is the neighbor. She comes by because the candle's gone out, and she walks in and she faints, and then she drops her key, and then the moonlight's coming in. It's a very romantic setting, and Rodolfo the poet takes the opportunity to he pockets the key, and then he sings this piece to her, explaining that he's a poet, and that's how he makes his life, and these two dark eyes that have just entered the room have stolen his heart. It's the Moonstruck moment. Have you ever seen Moonstruck with Nicolas Cage and Cher? He's obsessed with it. Anyway, it's that moment. Peter, happy Mother's Day. Singing your tune. Let's see how it goes.
Gelida manina, se la lasci riscaldar, cercar che giova, al buio non si trova. che faccio come vivo vuole. Chi son? Sono un poeta. Che cosa faccio? Scrivo. E come vivo? In povertà mi lieta, scialo da gran signore, ruba tutti i gioielli ed ogni per chimere e per castelli in aria. L'anima milionaria, allora dal mio forziere ruban tutti i gioielli, due ladri gli occhi belli. Entrar con voi per ora ed i miei sogni usati, e bei sogni miei, tosto si dileguar, ma il furto non m'ancora, poiché va preso stanza la speranza, orché mi conoscete, parlate voi, e parlate chi siete. Ti piaccia
Thank you so much. It's only an F sharp. I call that a Brooklyn high C. I think the other show I'm going to pay tribute to is the musical Oliver. Lionel Bart's Oliver, which I went to see at New York City Encores on Wednesday night. Well, not how was it, when was it? It was at 7, but I didn't get there till 7:30 because I was told it was at 8. So I can't tell you much about the first 40 minutes, but I know because I was in the show at Camp Sloan in Lakeville, Connecticut, when I was 11, and it was like the third show I was in. I was quite annoyed because I'd had a really good part the year before, and this year I was like the knife grinder in the Who Will Buy sequence. The kid, I wasn't short enough to be Oliver. This really cute kid who couldn't sing a lick was Oliver. I thought it'd be the Artful Dodger. No, some girl was Oliver. Anyway, went to see it. It's an extremely weird show and dark, right? It's Dickens, remember, and it's kind of scary. But the boy who played Oliver was adorable. He was in the Music Man revival. He was the Winthrop. His name is Benjamin Pasek. Just this beautiful soprano voice, an incredible little actor. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. So it's just super nostalgic for me. It's the first show that I ever wanted to like buy the piano vocal score. Anyway, it's not quite a medley, but I'm going to pay homage to Oliver. And in the second verse of Consider Yourself, maybe there'll be some Consider Yourself at home. Maybe you'll do that. I encourage you. It was so cute in the Well, I couldn't enter the theater until after this number was over, so I only saw this on a screen, but they had kids from 20 public schools around the city performing in the number. It was adorable. Consider yourself at home. Consider yourself one of the family. We've taken to you so strong. It's clear we're going to get along. Consider yourself well in. Consider yourself a part of the furniture. There isn't a lot to spare. Who cares whatever we got we share? If it's your chance to be, we should see some harder days, empty larder days. Why grouse? Always a chance to meet somebody to foot the bill. Then the drinks are on the house. Consider yourself our mate. We don't want to have no fuss. For after some consideration we can state, consider yourself one of us. Consider yourself at home. Consider yourself one of the family. We've taken to you so strong. It's clear we're going to get along. Consider yourself well in. Consider yourself part of the furniture. There isn't a lot to spare. Who cares whatever we got we share? Nobody tries to be la-di-da or uppity. There's a cup of tea for all. And it's wise to be handy with the rolling pin if the landlord comes to call. Consider yourself our mate. We don't want to have no fuss. For after some consideration we can say, consider yourself one of us. That's the Brownstone baritone ending. I like to go, one of us, in a great big Broadway show. I like to go up. All right, if this was a medley, we would be having musical connective material to Where Is Love? I didn't hear him sing it, Where Is Love? I've only seen it on YouTube. Because I was 40 minutes late to the show, but it's stunning. Where is love? Does it fall from skies above? Is it underneath the willow tree that I've been dreaming of? Where is she? Do I close my eyes to see? Will I ever know the sweet hello that's meant for only me? Who can say where she may hide? Must I travel far and wide till I am beside the someone who I can mean something to? Where is love?
can say where she may hide. Must I travel far and wide till I am beside the someone who I can mean something to? Where is Thank you. Let's move it along. I forget what's next in the show. There can't be much more. I think that I think I'm wrapping it up. I have 2 encores no one asked for, but I think this is my official closing number, which is a Kendall and Ebb song. It's the opening song from the musical Zorba, which is based on Kazansakis' Zorba the Greek. It starred Herschel Bernardi. I think it was on Broadway in like 1968. I love the show. Did anybody see it at Encores a few years ago? Well, it's the opening song. It's called "Life Is." Life is what you do while you're waiting to die. That's the lyric of it. But it's sung by Marin Maisie, and she sings the song. And she had just gotten. She's got bad medical news. She's diagnosed with terminal cancer, and she got the results, and then she went to the theater and sang this song, which just blows my mind. There's no people like show people.
Right.
There's no people like show people.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Anyway, I have some fans in Brooklyn. One of whom used to be the driver for John Kander and Fred Ebb. I mean, he was their limo driver. So I mean, I always try to drop in some Kander and Ebb for him, and I always say to him, "What happened in the limo stays in the limo," because he knew everything. It was like Liza, whatever, everyone running around, being amazing. John Kander, 96, with a new musical on Broadway. I mean, come on.
That's
All right,
New
so
York,
this
New York,
is
right?
Life Is from. This is Life Is from Zorba. Life is what you do while you're waiting to die. Life is how the time goes by. Life is where you wait while you're waiting to leave. Life is where you grin and grieve. Having if you're lucky, wanting if you're not, looking for the ruby underneath the rot, hungry for the pilaf in someone else's pot, but that's the only choice you'll go. Life is where you stand just before you are flat. Life is only that, mister, that and only that, mister, that and nothing more than that. Life is what you feel till you can't feel it all. Life is where you fly and fall. running for the shelter, naked in the snow, learning that the teardrops anywhere you go, finding it's the mud that makes the roses grow, and that's the only choice you know. Life is what you do while you're waiting to die. This is how the time goes by.
Wow. I never heard that. Did you know that song?
A little bit familiar.
It's a wonderful song.
There's no people like shy people. Remember how I used to have a little card telling me what the next song was? Didn't bring it this time, and I realized so I'm moving my Mother's Day tribute to the encores no one asked for, because I skipped it. It was supposed to go earlier. This is a song from, do you want another song?
Yeah. More.
I mean, post-pandemic, you might have things to do. All right, I'll drop this one in. This was, I actually learned this, I think, to sing for Mother's Day a couple years ago. It's from a musical called Minnie's Boys. I think it was also 1968. It's about the Marx Brothers and Minnie's their mother. And Shelley Winters played their mother. And that got a big laugh when I said that yesterday. I'm like, don't laugh at Shelley. She won an Oscar. She was in a musical. It's called Mama a Rainbow. It's the big ballad from the show. And
Beautiful song. Yeah.
you know who had a big hit with this song? Does anyone know? I've told you before. Jim Neighbors. Gomer Pyle. Yeah, that gets a laugh, right?
He's funnier than Shelley.
He's funnier. Yeah, I remember he had a big baritone voice.
Yeah.
So anyway, look it up afterwards. This is Mama a Rainbow. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. What do you give to the lady who has given all her life and love to you? What do you give to the reason you are living? I could window shop the world before I'm through. A rainbow, Mama, a sunrise, Mama, the moon to wear. That's not good enough, no, not good enough, not for Mama. Mama, a palace, diamonds like doorknobs, mountains of gold to spare. That's not rich enough, not half rich enough, not for Mama. Mama, a lifetime crowded with laughter. That's not long enough, not half long enough. What can I give you that I can give you? What will my present be? Mama, young and beautiful, always young and beautiful. That's the Mama I'll always see. That's the Mama with love from me.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Peter.
pretty song.
Thank you. I didn't know when we'll do this. We're not going to do this next weekend because Ellen's not going to be here. I will try to do this again. I don't want to like wait, a year, but it's weather dependent. See what else is going on. We'll let you know.
Soon.
Do you want to hear one more?
Yes.
It's the big hit from Oliver. The hit, As Long as He Needs Me. Which I have to say, I'm not sure how I feel about the song because it's sort of a celebration of abuse.
Yep.
It's not like a good relationship, but it's a really good song. Should I do
have to
it?
think about that.
It's not politically
I remember when I did the
correct
show.
anymore.
Does anyone seen the musical Oliver? Not to spoiler it, but towards the end, this old lady, old Annie, shows up and I've got the locket that she gave to me before she died. And it's like, whatever. It's like to find out that the Oliver is the grandson of this rich man. The girl who played Nancy, she was really, really pretty. And I was kind of obsessed with her. She was 15. Her identical twin sister was like old Annie with the locket. And I was like, that's such a bad part. What a drag. Makeup. All right. Shall we do it?
I think I saw the movie, Oliver. I never saw the show. I think I saw
All
Oliver
right.
was a movie, was that? in the
Yes, it was a
60s?
movie and it was a show many years in the
I
60s.
never
I think
saw
As Long
the
as
show.
She Needs Me is a really from the floor number. He's just hit her and she's on the floor. It's like Visidarte in Tosca. I'm not going to get on the floor. Not in these pants. All right. As long as he needs me. Oh yes, he does need me. In spite of what you see, I'm sure that he needs me. Who else could love him still when they've been used so ill? He knows I always will, as long as he needs me. I miss him so much when he is gone, but when he's near me, I don't let on. The way I feel inside, the love I have to hide, the hell I've got my pride, as long as he needs me. He doesn't say the things he should. He acts the way he thinks he should. But all the same, I'll play this game his way. As long as he needs me, I know where I must be. I'll cling on steadfastly, as long as he needs me. As long as life is long, I love him right or wrong, and somehow I'll be strong, as long as he needs me. If you are lonely, then you will know when someone needs you, you love them so. I won't betray his trust, though people say I must. I've got to stay true, just as long as he I should have dedicated it to Peter, as long as he needs me. All right, you all, have a wonderful Mother's Day weekend. Do something beautiful, and we'll let you know when we're going to be back here. And I hear that the pool might be opening soon. Is the pool? We're going to see.
You were already in it, right?
Yeah, but
Just dip the toe.